My dreams are back, as ever. The rugby pitch, about to kick for glory, thousands cheering me on. But this time, John, Paul, George and Ringo floating towards me in a big yellow walrus. No, it's going to eat me! No! Suddenly, never mind the Beatles, I'm a fly. On the wall, literally, figuratively, quantitatively and paradoxically, all at the same time. I beat my little wings and buzz out the way, just in time, as Stakis Theodorakis, the owner of the Lion Cod chip shop and pseudo-love interest of my mother, flicks an enormous red silk scarf at me. Crack! Bzzz!
Hey, Mrs. P, you want I keep swashing these flies for you?
Yes, Stakis, go on! Get that filthy little beast out of my kitchen!
Ah, bloomin' Spanish fly. They too quick for me, innit? Bloomin' heck, this is harder than frying a battered jellyfish. Hey, Mrs. P, you sure you want I carry on? I don't want to make your scarf dirty. You want I keep using it?
Of bloody course. Do I look like Isadora Duncan to you? Get them out! Get them out!
Mum, it's me, Astrid!
I got a one!
Hey, Astrid, wake up. You all right?
Whoa, what? Wait. Oh, Mum, God, I was having one of those dreams again.
The ones where you tell a future? I told you, Astrid, you are so prosthetic, my girl.
Don't you mean prophetic, Mum?
Of course not. Do I look like I need a wooden leg to you?
Oh, Mum, I haven't got time for this. I've overslept. I need to go and tie up a case.
All right, off you go, my girl.
It's a Sunday. I've been working a case all week and I have a progress report to deliver. I make my way to the Bell's Palsy, the best pub in Carsnewydd, for my meeting with John. I sit at the bar. He is not in a good way.
If only Sam hadn't stayed for our last pint of Cwrw Taith Hydol. Oh, he'd still be alive right now.
John was maudlin. Well, what do you expect? It was his brother's wake after all. He was toasting him with pint after pint of Sam's favourite tipple, Cwrw Taith Hydol, or, for those without the language of heaven, Bob's Magic Brew. Whispering Bob was an amateur brewer, as well as being the landlord of the Bell's Palsy, a beautiful Elizabethan tavern with solemn decor.
Oh, Bob, would you keep them pints flowing, man? We're trying to remember Sam, we are. Right you are, John.
I was sat opposite John Smith, a pharmacy clerk of some renown. The pharmacy he ran with his wife, Sinead, was losing supplies of the contraceptive pill Anti-Blentin, and John had engaged me to investigate.
Astrid, thanks for coming. It's such a sad day for all the family. We're just devastated.
I have to say, I'm here in a professional capacity, John. I've stuff to report, but I'm sorry to learn of your brother's death. Unexpected, I presume.
I still can't believe it, Astrid. He was sitting right there, on that very stool, just a week after last fortnight. He was there for ages, there he was, with his usual lopsided grin. Whispering Bob here was speaking at him for 2.5 days before anyone realised he wasn't breathing. Isn't that right, Bob? Yeah, that's right, John.
Hang on, John. Wait a second. Are you telling me nobody knew and he was just sat there the whole time, propping up the bar, dead?
Yeah. Well, he wasn't very talkative at the best of times.
So what gave it away?
Well, he started to smell, didn't he? Oh, and his beer was going flat.
So what was it killed him?
Misadventure, apparently. Too many of them local brews, they said. Cwrw Taith Hydol? Yes, exactly, Bob. Cwrw Taith Hydol. Bob's Magic Brew. Actually, can I have another pint, please? That'll be your fourth, John. You know what happens if you have too many of these. I knows. I'm saying goodbye to my brother. God rest his soul. No problem, John. Coming right up. And for you, Miss
Price. Miss Astrid Price.
And you that rugby player?
Not anymore. Justice is now my calling.
Yes, Bob. Astrid is the Independent Republic of Cymru's most notorious private detective. She's helping me on a personal matter, so keep it under your stovepipe, Bob. Oh, I see. It's lovely. Well, I did enjoy seeing you kick that winning top goal that won us the World Cup. Tidy job. Drink on the house.
I don't want to be a snob, but I never drink on the job, Bob.
Go on, lob one down your gob. Come on, Astrid, can't you bend the rules just this once? Let's wet Sam's dead heads together. Join me in a pint of cwrw taif hydol.
Oh, have it you away, Johnny Bach. 1 pint of CTH, please, Bob.
And will you be joining us for one too, Bob? I'll be joining you for free, John, don't you worry. That's what I like to hear. Excuse me both, mind your elbows, there we are. 2 foaming pints of cwrw taif hydol. Oh, and one for me. Cheers, Astrid. Bob. Cheers, John. Astrid.
Cheers, Bob. John.
Up a snatching one, boys. And girls. Great pint. Eh, Astrid?
Yeah. I've heard it's hallucinogenic, innit?
No. Oh, look at them years coming out the side of your pint. Ha! Who said that? What? On a Thursday? With my mum?
I see. Not hallucinogenic, eh? Are you sure about that? You were on your 4th pint of it already.
Only joking. It's okay. I reckon I must be immune.
Immune?
No, immune. I can drink as much of this stuff as I like, and it never does me any farm weather pants.
Excuse me?
Oh, don't worry, Astrid. This beer does give you the wind. No, it doesn't seem to do me any ice cream trousers. Large it. Do it whatsoever. Do it, Bob. What? Who said that? Ah! B-Day. B-Day? No, Bob, you can't. I'm not. Ah! Get those sneaks away from me. Oh, John, you've been a naughty boy. You let your face grow long. See, Astrid, Bob's immune too.
I suspect these boys might be tripping their nuts off. I may have been feeling the effects of the cwrw taif hydol sooner than I'd expected also. As I gulp it down, colours appear brighter. The texture of the wallpaper suddenly seems hilarious, like tangerine trees in marmalade skies.
Astrid, are you all right? Your tentacles are looking a bit agnostic. Are you sure you can handle your ale?
I knew I had to get back to the case. I disembarked my yellow submarine, turn my back on the octopus's garden and step onto dry land for a moment. Right, John, the case. I have to fill you in on a few discoveries. I was feeling kind of seasick. The room was humming harder. The ceiling flew away. I call out for another drink, but the waiter brings a tray. Wow, that beer is strong. I'm coming apart at the seams. I have to get back to the case. I swat away the floating cherubs and pull myself back down to earth. Hey, John, I need you to come and sit down, here, on this bar stool.
That's where Sam used to sit. We'll get a plaque for him.
Sit. Now, John, it's time for a little progress report and a few home truths, so pin your ears back and listen carefully. Your wife, Sinead, is definitely having a bit on the side. A lot on the side, to be honest.
What? How'd you know that?
Because I'm Astrid Price and I got years in the back of my head.
Yes, but how did you find out?
Well, I first started putting it together when you told me you were firing blanks. You know, at the snip.
Steady on, Astrid. Keep it down. Not so everyone can hear.
Sorry, Cariad. This beer's a bit strong. Anyway, your wife is definitely on the pill.
How do you know?
Because I'm Astrid Price and I've got the nose of a hunted fox.
Let me rephrase it. How can you prove all this? That's what I'm paying you for.
There was nothing else for it. I had an uncontrollable urge to sprout wings and take flight. I decided to stop fighting and let my hallucinations take over. Hey, John, let me show you. Come with me and we're going on a journey. Surrender to the void, John.
All right, Astrid. But mind you keep your hands and feet inside the cockpit. This can be a dangerous ride.
The Bell's palsy melts away before us. John and I transmute into our constituent parts on the floor in front of everyone in the pub. Most women feel vulnerable going out without their makeup on. This was a whole new level of feeling exposed. Our subatomic particles deanimate and we explode throughout the cosmos.
Wow! Look at the pretty flashing lights! Diamonds in the sky!
We are made up of millions of tiny blobs of interdimensional space dust, each one at the centre of their own reality, everywhere and nowhere at once. I feel calm and at peace. John's particles turned to me with a confused look. I could see they had questions.
So, Astrid, where are we going? What are you trying to show me? Let's not be too long away from the pub. I got hell of a thirst on me.
All right, Johnny Bach, listen. 2 Tuesdays ago, last Wednesday, I broke into your bathroom.
You broke into my bathroom?
Yes, I broke into your bathroom and hid in the airing cupboard. That's where we're going now.
Whoa!
See, here we are, in between the towels. And look.
Everything's all blurry. Wait, he's coming into focus.
Yes, your wife Shaunette is coming into the bathroom now. Look, she locks the door, pulls down her skirt, does her business. There we go. She washes her hands and then she leaves. The coast is clear. Let's sneak out and take a peek into Shaunette's wash bag. Ha! Look, there, plain as daylight. 1 pack of that Welsh contraceptive pill, the ones that were going missing.
What? Anti-blenting?
That's the one. Considering you had your tube singed 10 years ago, I can deduce that Shaunette is the thief and she's definitely having an affair.
How do you know? What does this mean? Hey, where are we going now, Astrid? Whoa!
We deatomise once more and career through the earth cloud as a cosmic jism. John looks at me, sweeps his head to the side, and I see the innocent boy in him all of a sudden. I look into the neutrons, where his eyes used to be, as he stares into the middle distance, and I can see the pain of 1,000 years.
Astrid, do you think we could turn back time? I love my wife, you know.
I've no idea, John. This is my first pint. You've been drinking this stuff for years.
Hey, what's this picture that's mysteriously coming into focus before our very eyes, Astrid?
Ah, yes, the pharmacy where you and Shaunette work. Can you see? She can't see us because here we are, hiding, perfectly poised between the pile cream and the prophylactics. But if you look there, you can see the same man coming in and being served and going out. Then coming in, being served and going out. Coming in, going out, each time served by Shaunette. That's a lot of paracetamol, don't you think, John?
Yeah, it is a bit suspicious, but I can't see his face. Why can't I see his face?
4th time he comes in. Come on in, John. Lean in. Let's listen to their conversation.
Hello.
Hello.
Looks like the weather's clearing up.
Yes, I believe it is.
You hear that, John? If that isn't a covert way of complimenting someone's tits, I'm a flying Dutchman.
Shh, Astrid, they're still speaking.
Yes, apparently it'll be fine tomorrow as well. Would you like anything else, sir?
It's irrefutable. She's obviously talking about his 6-pack.
No, thank you. I think I'll take lunch in the park then.
Do you hear that? It's a flipping gold embossed invitation.
£3.60. Contactless.
Oh, my God. They're going to go bareback soon as they get a chance. That explains the anti-blenting.
Where are we going now? Whoa! Ugh.
Aha, here we are. The very next day.
Oh, this is nice. A walk in the park. Hey, look, Astrid, look there. Is that Shaunette and that bloke? I can't see his face again.
Yes, bingo. There they are. Shaunette and the man from the pharmacy. They're sitting on a bench, sharing sandwiches.
Careful, they'll see us.
Not as invisible elementary particles, they won't. But to be sure, we'll hide in this nearby litter bin.
So, hang on, Astrid, I'm confused. Are we seeing this for the first time? Is this happening now?
No, John, we aren't here. Well, we are. We are everywhere and nowhere.
Are we in the quantum realm?
Probably.
Looks a bit like Cumbrand to me. Oh, hang on, I get it. You've seen all this before.
Well, according to the second law of thermodynamics, order always moves in disorder, which we will normally experience as an arrow at time. We are listening to the colour of our dreams.
And the Kuru Taif Hidol has done something to us, haven't it?
Exactly. The Kuru Taithidol must have tapped into that dormant 60% of our brains, effectively turning our minds into quantum computers. Now we can achieve time travel.
Whoa, that is so heavy. Hang on, but what you're saying is that even with our newfound powers, we still have to hide in a bin?
No, John, more than that, I'm saying that with our newfound powers, we can be the bin.
Whoa, edge spin. Hey, come on, Astrid, we'd better get back. Bob will be calling last orders soon. I needs another pint.
Wait, John. Your wife and the man are about to leave. I focus on embodying bin while the two lovers stand and walk towards us. We wait with our bin mouth open as the mysterious man rewards us with his waste, crusts and a wrapper. Waistrose low-cal prawn and cucumber. Bold yet conscientious. He's obviously a serial philanderer. Shaunette then throws in her waist. Coronation chicken. This is plainly not her first rodeo either. See, John, case is hotting up. It'll be a restaurant next, all wine and pavlova.
Hey, Astrid, here we go again. Whoa!
Next thing I know, a restaurant, wine and pavlova. There we are, hiding in a vase on the table. I always like to stop and smell the flowers, cellophane flowers of yellow and green. We're in between Shaunette and the faceless man while they play footsie under the table. We listen in to their conversation.
You know, don't you?
Yes, I know. And I know you know, too.
I know. You know I know, you know?
I know.
Do you?
You know I know.
I know.
And I know you know you know.
I know.
See, they're clearly gagging for each other, John, drooling over each other. We're near drowning in this vase. I feel like a genie. All I need is for someone to come and rub me.
Bloody hell, Astrid, steady on, love.
Sorry, John. Anyway, it seems like an age they spend over the coffee, and then we hear Faceless Man saying something about being horizontal together in J.D. Weatherfawkes. Suddenly, see how they run like pigs from a gun? They're in the foyer of J.D. Weatherfawkes, about to book a room. John and I are cunningly disguised as the receptionists type in. We continue to eavesdrop.
The usual room, darling.
You know best. Oh dear, ow. I seem to have something in my eye.
Wait, let me help you, guest star. Don't blink. It's just the corner of my handkerchief.
Why, thank you. Yes, please. Please do. Ow, ow. Oh. Wait a second, darling. Ow. Your pipe in your pocket. Ow. It's pushing against my pelvis. It's painful.
Hold on. Nearly got it. Yes, I can see. It's just a speck of dust. Hold tight. I'm nearly there.
Darling, your pipe. It's poking into my private parts. Please.
There we are. Got it out. Damned coal dust. What were you saying, darling? My pipe? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Wait a minute. My pipe's in my jacket.
Oh, I see.
There's an awkward pause, allowing time for, deflation, standard ease kind of thing. I surmise that these two are starting to get into a bit of a hobbit.
Astrid! Are you okay? Astrid, wake up! Wake up!
Slap! I feel the cold, hard hand of sobriety against my face. Suddenly, I'm back in the room as Sam's wake in the Bell's palsy.
Bloody hell, Astrid! Are you okay? You was out cold there. Banged your head on the way down and all.
Christ, this beer is strong. Help me up, Bob.
Here you are, Astrid. Here you go.
Oh, thank you, Bob. Wow, I was tripping my tits off.
Yeah, you just froze. Eyes glazed over. You look just like dead Sam before you fell. You better not make a hobbit of this.
No, wait a second. Not a hobbit, Bob. Don't you mean a habit?
What the bloody hell are you JRRRRRR talking about? Have another pint of CTH, Astrid.
What? Fuck no, Bob. I turned to John, who looks absolutely fine, sat next to me as if butter wouldn't melt. John, I can't take another Currutaithidal.
Right, you are, Astrid. You, have a sip of this instead. It'll help you calm down.
Oh, thanks, John. Don't mind if I do. Oh, that's better. Wait a minute. That's Currutaithidal. Not again.
We gotta go back, Astrid. I gotta see that man's face. I needs to fly like Lucy in the sky. Down in one.
I stare at John's face as it distorts and swells. His cheeks sprout whiskers, and I find myself talking to a ginormous lion. John starts raw speaking.
Have some more. There may be more. You know the score. Just turn off your mind and float downstream. Hey, Astrid, you're falling off your stool again.
I let go of the reins. Let's see where this magical journey takes John and me this time. Perhaps we'll discover something we weren't expecting. The identity of the man with no face, perhaps. The world disintegrates once more as John and I accelerate through the omniverse.
Astrid, where are we? This place feels familiar. Dirty, cramped, sticky underfoot, but familiar.
Just let your eyes adjust, John. You'll be able to see now in a minute.
My vision's coming back to me. Hang on. I can see something. It's blurry, but it's glorious, decadent.
Yes, John, keep going.
I can see it. It's like a historical building, a grand theatre that was derelict for years, but it's being saved, restored to its former glory. Legacies and eulogies on the walls of all the local heroes. It's beautiful. Craft beer and gourmet food, all at affordable prices. Some are even hotels, Astrid. What do they call this fabled dreamland?
It's Weatherfolks, John.
Ah, Weatherfolks, John.
No, just Weatherfolks, John.
OK. Just Weatherfolks, John. Make your bloody mind up, for God's sake.
Smack!
Ow!
I give him a short, sharp shock. His trans-reality sickness is getting tiresome.
Bloody hell, Astrid. You could really hurt someone punching them in the interdimensional gases like that.
Focus, John. We're in Weatherfolks. Glorious it may be, if you can get past the owner's spurious politics.
OK. We are at the bar in Weatherfolks. What now?
Your wife and the mysterious faceless man, they are sat over there. Shall we go and listen?
No, Astrid. I'm not going. You can't make me.
Come with me, John. I lead John by the molecules. Next thing I know, we are pubes on the floor by their table. Listen, John. They're about to speak.
No. Please, Astrid, don't.
Shh.
Cold?
No, not really.
Happy?
No, not really.
I know exactly what you're going to say. That it isn't worth it. That the furtiveness and lying outweigh the happiness that we might have together. Isn't that it?
Something like that.
I want to ask you something, just to reassure myself.
What is it?
It is true for you, isn't it? This overwhelming feeling that we have for each other. It's as true for you as it is for me, isn't it?
Yes, it's true.
But we can't continue, can we, darling?
No, we mustn't.
Stop. Make it stop. Why are you making me listen to this, Astrid? Why are you torturing me?
The bell's palsy melts into focus. We re-enter our world as if surfing the tide of the universe, cutting back in between the flicking pages of the books of our own lives. Blobby Bob's polka dot face deflates and morphs into the puce red-nosed familiar visage of Whispering Bob.
Astrid, wake up!
Whoa. Thanks, Bob. I'm back.
You were out cold again. Where did you go, Astrid?
I've been on a magical journey with John. Haven't I, John? I shoot John a knowing glance as he picks himself up off the floor, dusts himself down and plunks himself on Sam's stool.
Have you sorted out John's personal matter then?
I think I've solved 2 mysteries tonight. Haven't I, John? Your wife's passion was unfulfilled at home. You couldn't give her what she wanted, what she needed. Intimacy, trust, love.
She was too demanding. I couldn't keep up with her. She was voracious, she was.
So you distanced yourself from her. You took solace in the Bell's palsy, driving a wedge between the two of you, every night drinking pint after pint of Cwrw Taith Hidol with Whispering Bob and the locals. Sioned staying in, keeping the home fires burning, while you were cavorting around multiple realities with you mates.
Yeah, she got you banged to rights there, John. Fair play.
They were in love, Sioned and Faceless Man, but they made a sacrifice because they couldn't cope with the guilt of deceiving you. They left Weatherfolks that night, never to see each other again, Faceless Man disappearing forever. But then you knew that already, didn't you, John?
What do you mean?
Because you were there, sat nearby, hiding behind a copy of the Daily Druid. You heard every word they said, and you knew it was over, didn't you?
Yes.
But that wasn't enough for you, was it?
No.
You had a malicious intent, didn't you, John?
I couldn't bear the thought of him laughing at me.
You should have left the investigations to me, John. But jealousy is cruel. The man says a final goodbye to your wife and then walks to the restrooms.
I follow him to see who he is.
You never see his face, do you?
No, I didn't see his face. I still never seen his face. I don't care who he is.
You follow him to the toilet, and I can deduce from the way that you've buttoned your shirt today that while in the gents there was a little brush-past moment at the urinal.
How can you know about that?
And that's when the syringe you'd palmed imperceptibly pierces his posterior. The syringe you nicked from the chemist where you work. A carefully measured overdose of gout medicine, mainlined into the buttock, is all it takes. You only need a scratch of this stuff. Suddenly, Faceless Man don't feel so good. He returns to his lever, makes a hurried farewell and is gone. You catch the 49 bus home. John, didn't you?
Oh, this is ridiculous. How'd you know all this? That was just a trip. It wasn't real.
But there's more to this story. There's a sting in the tail.
Go on.
You go home, content that you've poisoned the anonymous stranger who's been sharing moments with your wife.
You're off your rocker, love.
Faceless Man is en route to his final destination.
Which is where?
Yeah.
What? The Bell's palsy?
Yes, is local.
Faceless Man was a local, yeah? He can't be. I would have known him then.
You did, John.
He can't have been local, Astrid. We all knows each other like family in this place. You must be mistaken. Besides, all of our locals have got faces.
But Faceless Man did have a face. It's just one John never had the care to see, 'cause you blocked it out, didn't you, John?
What's she talking about, John? Astrid, what do you mean?
As everyone knows, Bob, an overdose of gout medicine delivered into the rear manifests as a paralysis, catatonia, inanimacy. Meanwhile, the effects of the deadly poison slowly kill the victim from the inside out. Have you ever been killed from the inside out, John?
No, not recently.
Sometimes the victims go on for days before anyone notices, and so Faceless Man came to rest on that stool there where you now sit, John.
Not Sam! No, John, you didn't! You couldn't! Why?
Sam, he wasn't my brother. Not after what he'd done.
Yes, Bob. John killed Sam in a rage of jealousy, even though he and Sinead had ceased their affair. But you weren't content. You had a choice, John. You chose to commit murder. Fratricide.
Yeah. Yes, I killed him. And he deserved what he got and all. Hang on, but you haven't got any evidence, have you? Our beloved Welsh police, the Heavily, aren't going to believe the musings of a tripped-out private detective and a drug-pushing landlord high on hallucinogenic beer. I don't think so.
But I'm not high at all, John.
Then what the hell was all that? Litter bins and vases, lions and prophylactic cream.
I honestly don't know what you were talking about. You were sounding a bit unhinged, John.
Yeah, John. Have you had too much of the Kuru typhoid all? You know what happened the last time?
No, that's impossible. You've had enough Kuru typhoid all to kill a horse.
That's where you were wrong, John. I spent years training my internal toxicology with the Oaxaca Indians of Mexico. I apprenticed to shaman to build up my resistance to Salvia divinorum, coincidentally the main ingredient of Kuru Hidal.
You're immune, Astrid.
I am, as you say, Bob, immune.
That's funny, 'cause I'm immune too.
Nonsense. This is rubbish. Nobody's immune. How can anyone believe what you say after the journey that we just been on?
What
journey, John?
I watch as poor John's little brain implodes on itself. But then he rallies and comes back to the crease for another innings.
Hang on again now in a minute. If you were for real and you wasn't hallucinating this whole time, prove it.
Prove it?
Yeah, prove it.
All right. What time is it, Bob?
Oh, bloody hell, it's gone last orders, 11 o'clock.
Bong! As Bob rings the bell, there's a knock at the door. Knock, knock. Bob, will you answer that, please?
Yeah, sure. Who is it, Astrid?
If my reckoning is correct, it'll be the Headley who've been outside in a van this whole time, listening in through the wire that I've been wearing. I stand up and part my bulletproof blouse, bare in my bosom, along with a standard issue Headley Cymru hidden wire. Poor John doesn't know what's hit him.
What? No!
You better drain that last pint, John. You won't be getting any more kicks where you were going.
You won't take me alive. I'm going on a trip I won't be coming back from. Hey, Bob, give me those drinks. I'm going to have them all. And that one over there. Come on.
I walk out the door and tip my hat to the Headley officers as they pass me on their way into the Bell's palsy. I think for a split second of John, falling into that last pint, cascading down the rabbit hole, possibly never to return. My phone rings. Hello?
Astrid, how the devil are you?
It was Peter Jennings, my close friend and confidant, who just happened to be head of MI6. Hello, Jenny. I'm fine, thank you.
How did it go?
Like a dream, Jenny.
Jolly good. I hope I was at least of some assistance, sending you on that psychedelic training course out in Mexico.
Yes, Jenny. It was a few years I won't get back, but it was well worth it.
It helped you crack the case?
Absolutely.
That's what I like to hear.
You know, Jenny, I don't know what I'd do without you.
Probably be doing exactly what you're doing now, Astrid. You have the gift.
Oh, stop it, Jenny. You're making me blush.
Listen, Astrid, how about dinner tonight at my place? 2 T-bones, medium rare, a nice bottle of Rioja?
Oh, it's tempting, Jenny. And one of these days I will take you up on it. I think tonight, though, I'm due a chemical-free evening with a cup of Horlicks.
Of course, Astrid. Whichever way you want to play it. You know, next week I could...
Beep! I put the phone down before it gets awkward. I knew that eventually I'd end up rattling Jenny's bones, but tonight I needed a bit of calm. Tonight I'd had enough excitement. I walked silently into the great starfish on the horizon as the purple-headed love slugs closed in around me, and I thought how glorious it would be to be nice and warm, all cutched up, with Lucy in the sky with diamonds.